Imagine escaping one of the most powerful empires on Earth with nothing but your family, faith, and hope for survival. You have no army, no protection, only belief guiding your path toward an unknown land far away called the Philippines. For a handful of families, this was not history, but reality, the beginning of a dangerous journey toward survival and opportunity. From persecution to possibility, their path would reshape their destiny and eventually influence an entire nation's future through resilience. From shadows of the Spanish Inquisition to modern Manila boardrooms, resilient Jewish families quietly carved their legacy into history. They built not only businesses, but foundations that helped shape commerce, philanthropy, and national progress across generations in the Philippines. Their names remain hidden in buildings, corporations, and institutions woven deeply into the fabric of Philippine commerce and society. Behind skyscrapers, malls, and industries lies a hidden saga of resilience, influence, and quiet dominance spanning centuries of history. This story reveals influential Jewish families whose survival, ambition, and legacy shaped a powerful yet hidden chapter of Filipino history. From secret arrivals in the 1500s to industrial giants of the 20th century, their journey reflects resilience and extraordinary influence. Their journey begins in secrecy, survival, and fear during Spanish rule, when practicing Judaism meant danger, punishment, and possible death. In the 1590s, the Spanish Empire controlled the Philippines completely, extending the terrifying reach of the Inquisition across oceans. Jorge and Domingo Rodriguez arrived as Marranos, forced converts, secretly practicing Judaism while pretending to follow Catholic traditions publicly. Their existence in Manila was an act of defiance, balancing fear, faith, and survival under constant threat of discovery and punishment. Every public action had to appear Catholic, while private rituals risked exposure, torture, imprisonment, or even death at any moment. Life became a dangerous performance where one mistake could destroy everything they struggled to protect and preserve. The Philippines lacked its own Inquisition court, but persecution could still reach across oceans from powerful Spanish authorities abroad. Distance offered little protection, and eventually suspicion fell upon the Rodriguez brothers despite their careful efforts to remain hidden. In 1591, they were accused of secretly practicing Judaism, arrested in Manila, and sent across the ocean to Mexico City. There they faced trial, punishment, imprisonment, and loss of property, joining others persecuted under the harsh Inquisition system. They built no financial empire, left no buildings, but became the first recorded Jewish presence in Philippine history. Their legacy was survival, courage, and the first fragile footprint of faith on unfamiliar and dangerous soil. Centuries later, Jewish presence remained scattered until a major global event changed everything, opening new opportunities for trade and migration. The opening of the Suez Canal in 1869 transformed global travel, connecting Europe to Asia faster than ever before. Jewish merchants from the Ottoman Empire and Alsace began arriving, seeking opportunities in trade, textiles, tobacco, and imports. They were not wealthy elites, but skilled traders connecting markets and filling economic gaps in colonial Philippines. Their power came not from wealth, but networks, linking cities like Istanbul, Singapore, and Manila through trade relationships. They built trust across cultures, becoming respected members of Manila's growing commercial and multicultural community. This small community proved Jewish life and business could succeed openly, laying groundwork for future generations and expansion. Though small in number, their impact marked a turning point in Philippine commercial and social development. As the community grew, a new challenge emerged: preserving faith and identity far from traditional centers of Jewish life. Religious practices were informal, fragile, and at risk of disappearing without leadership and organization. Figures like Joseph Cisner became spiritual caretakers, organizing services and ensuring traditions continued within the growing community.
Their role was not financial, but deeply essential, preserving identity, belief, and cultural continuity across generations. After World War II, devastation struck Manila, destroying communities, buildings, and even the first temple, Temple Emil. Amid destruction, spiritual leaders held the community together, guiding them through loss and rebuilding faith. In the ruins, they held Passover services, symbolizing freedom, resilience, and rebirth even after unimaginable destruction and suffering. Their strength proved identity survives not through wealth, but through belief, unity, and cultural preservation. Meanwhile, merchant families transformed Escolta Street into Manila's premier commercial hub during early 20th century expansion. Their shops brought luxury goods, fashion, and global trends, shaping consumer culture and modern urban lifestyle. They built relationships across Filipino elites, Americans, and Chinese traders, forming a powerful network of trust and influence. Their success was collective, each business strengthening the entire community's economic position and reputation. Families focused on building institutions, turning scattered individuals into an organized and connected community. They established religious centers, social structures, and identity that ensured long-term stability and unity. Temple Emil marked a milestone, proving Jewish presence in the Philippines was permanent, organized, and culturally significant. It became a central hub for worship, connection, and shared identity among diverse community members. Educators shaped minds of future Filipino leaders through teaching, mentorship, and intellectual influence. Their classrooms became spaces where future politicians, artists, and business leaders developed ideas and relationships. Their influence extended beyond education, bridging communities and contributing to cultural and intellectual development of society. They showed power could come from knowledge, respect, and social connection instead of wealth. Levi Hermanos transformed into a financial powerhouse, connecting the Philippine economy with European trade and innovation. They introduced machinery, automobiles, and modern systems that reshaped transportation and business operations. Their corporation became a lasting institution capable of navigating global finance and sustaining long-term economic influence. They represented evolution from traders to structured financial leaders, shaping economic direction. The Levy brothers built an empire from a small shop, expanding into luxury goods and groundbreaking technological introductions. They brought bicycles, photography, films, and automobiles, transforming lifestyle and modernizing Filipino society. Their influence extended into politics, reportedly supporting revolution and gaining long-term economic advantages and assets. Their wealth became generational, hidden yet deeply embedded in national economic structures. The Ferrer brothers used their influence for humanitarian efforts during the Holocaust, helping Jewish refugees escape persecution. They collaborated with powerful leaders to create a safe haven in the Philippines. Their plan provided visas, housing, and opportunities, saving hundreds of lives during one of history's darkest periods. Their actions proved business power could become a force for humanity and compassion. President Quezon supported the mission, offering land and protection, showing moral courage and leadership during global crisis. Together, they created a rare moment where compassion overcame fear and discrimination. Their efforts saved over 1,000 refugees, creating a legacy of courage and humanity remembered in Philippine history. It remains one of the most inspiring humanitarian acts of that era. Finally, Emil Bacrash emerged as a titan, building a vast empire across furniture, transport, and aviation industries. Starting with minimal resources, he transformed industries and modernized the country. He introduced automobiles, public transport, and aviation, fundamentally changing mobility and economic activity across the nation. His vision shaped infrastructure and daily life across the nation. He funded Temple Emil, strengthening community identity and supporting religious and cultural development. His philanthropy matched his business success, making him a central figure in both worlds. His influence reached government levels, contributing to aviation policies and national development strategies. He became one of the most powerful figures in Philippine history. From secret prayers to industrial empires, these families shaped a hidden yet powerful chapter of history. Their journey reflects resilience, adaptability, and vision across centuries. They were survivors, innovators, educators, and humanitarians who contributed to building a modern and diverse nation. Their legacy continues through institutions, industries, and cultural impact. Their story reminds us true power lies not only in wealth, but in resilience, vision, and contributions to humanity. A hidden history that deserves recognition and reflection.